Hello, folks of E2MSO. Welcome back to Ace Attorney 1.5, not 3.5. We're spending, probably at the end of things, a dozen hours plus on just -5s in a row. But here we are, back at the end, our epilogue to the trilogy. 1.5, Rise from the Ashes. Not chronological epilogue, but our, playthrough epilogue. We're back in. We're here in the trial. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? So, I was going to do a recap. Turns out the game's going to do it for us, so let's just do that. But frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing's one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. Excuse me? The defendant is called to trial because they're suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. This guy, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. That's so true. She is not a defense attorney. That's correct. Phoenix identified the difference very successfully. I think, at least. Good job. My first trial without a Fae help. That's true. Wait. True. No one's gonna bail me out this time. Wait. Is this true in the whole series? Hold on. I just realized. Is there a Fae in every trial? I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Will you? Is that legal? Alright, courtroom number 9. Here we go. Oh, Edgeworth and the judge. Now we're talking. This is the good stuff. Court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment you made here is on our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edwards, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. Oh, this is a great taking notes sprite. Love to see it. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay with her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Ms. Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen? This name is so ominous and I don't like it. Every time I say it, I'm like, should I be saying this? Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. Judge is really wolfing it down. Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar tastes like pickled tapioca. Okay. That's an unpleasant thought. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? I agree. Thank you, Edgeworth. Name. Profession. Now. Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you want me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police for a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth said to the court, I am a professional. Huh? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? What? Miss Starr was a detective? Ah! I knew who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see. What does this mean? I'm sure we're gonna get an explanation soon enough. Very well. You may continue with the description, Ms. Starr. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. Suppose it's to keep taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with his knife and went to drive the body out. How do we know that? Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Okay, floor plans obtained. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? Okay. That's... alright. If you can, then give them your worst, Ms. Starr. Wait, they're talking about me. Yes. Here we go. Alright. The account. Here we go. Let's do it. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. Hold on a second. Sorry, my second monitor's a little bit... Something ain't right. There we go. Okay, there we go. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriends when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely tuned detective intuition network. Through the wire fence. Through the wire fence. I saw that... Really? Okay. I saw the chief prosecutor stand next to a garish car. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife in Detective Gibbons' chest. Bringing your lunchbox to your boyfriend, how touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife when you saw being stabbed in Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Shout out, Monty Python. Very well, you may cross-examine the witness. Here we go. We're used to game 3 cross-examinations. I think we're prepared for a game 1 cross-examination. Okay. Hold it. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing and conveying evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Ms. Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing but worms. That said, I'm a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. Let me continue, Ms. Starr. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's go through the process, but we're gonna press on the wire fence, I think. This boyfriend, he's the detective. Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. me talking about a gacha game. When you TFW, you play, I don't know, Idolmaster Side M, I guess. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. My sprites are very good. The security guard room is in the lawn, A block. Okay, yeah, confirmed. Up on the second level so you can see everything from there. I'll be there with room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Oh. Well. I didn't get her. It's not a visitor now, I parked in B block, so she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sense something, perhaps it was my finely honed intuition at work. You sensed something, so you're saying you had a premonition of the murder. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of detective intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets, a greenhorn. That must be hard-yellowed and sharp as a tack. You have the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there in the lot was something stirring in the back of my mind. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed, it was. What an odd case this is. The person you saw, are you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can, but if you don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms, ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. What does that mean? That was inspiring. Believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Oh my god. A photograph? You took this? Oh god. The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflex took over and snap. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is with the camera. Of course it is. What? Really? Okay, sure. Suppose there's more something that's hanging around your neck. Witness. Why am I only seeing this photograph just now? I think I show it to you, a prosecutor. Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Oh, this is most certainly the defendant. Okay. That is unmistakably Lana Sky. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Oh god, this is getting very messy. Oh, can we, like, rotate this, perhaps? Nope. Alright, she had an overcoat on? Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, this looks, you know, geographically correct. She has gloves on. And a coat that's a bloody coat. Interesting. Why is her coat bloody? Tell me more about this knife the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade is about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edward? It is your knife after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to your ability to kill an egg, I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad that would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife, what then? Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? That is a point. Unfortunately, the powder knows what's going on. It's already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flushing, Mr. Red. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panic next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean I meant it. Sorry. I don't know if the controller controls very well. Okay. Quick save. I've gone through all the options once. Alright, let's look at our options here. No prints, okay. Oh dear. Man. She had gloves on. I'm trying to find contradictions in here. 5/18 on the day of the murder. Yeah. So no knife here. One knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. She's holding a no knife here? Do we say no? You were not holding a knife here? Where is the knife? Sure. And you witnessed this. You saw Ms. Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that's a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. It's taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ugh, you got a better idea? I mean, we have no proof of this, so I say we had on in. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Oh, it seems that was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. That's true. Didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Absolutely not. Premeditated? How'd you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. She also wouldn't be using your car, though. Those gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, I lose your testimony. Okay. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Ugh. Impressive. I'm sorry they took out the fourth Miss Star. This is bad. God, I'm thinking it was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got any way to show this wasn't premeditated. It's only fletching Mr. Right. Okay, yeah. Okay. Just to be safe, we don't have refills here. Keep that in mind. We have no refills because we don't have any psyche locks. Okay, so I say represents Edgeworth's parking stub. It's so weird, right? Or Edgeworth's knife. Let's go Edgeworth's knife. Witness, do you know what this is? You're trying to test me. I still balk on just for a living, you know. It's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. In this case, the bloody murder weapon is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense's request. We asked the witness to provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh. Hit him with the O. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Order, order, order. Great, now the tide's turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. Hey, nice. Hopefully you're enjoying the near vinyl. We haven't had one of those in a while. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking the tide has turned. Not it was such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered the detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Me when I solve a very obviously foreshadowed clue in an Ace Attorney game. Really now? Zvati? Oh dear. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. Oh good, very accurate. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor held a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. One time, by the way. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the investigator now cross-examine the witness. Okay, we got an easy one here. We could just fire away, but let's do our due diligence. Make sure we're staying on top of this one. You said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what she said is the mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again. Rookie. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Something's half-baked here, alright. It's you. Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Her actions speak for themselves. I'm learning how to sip tea, I guess. Give me 1 second, right back. And we're back. Alright. Sorry, that had a minor tea cup malfunction. Alright, let's see. Is it pressed? You have no proof Miss Sky called him there. You have no proof she didn't. Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There is no record of a call made on the defendant Miss Lana Sky's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried public phone first at least. She actually wrote a letter addressed to Pepe Silvio. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness? Why do you think the suspect... It was the suspect who was summoned to the victim that day? Okay, yes. What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course, thanks, because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here, now what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See? We agree there's a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? No. I don't agree. I get it. The summer lunch is so salty. That doesn't really go with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. A human machine? That's a contradiction. Please, can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Note to self. Mr. Edgeworth's sighs smell like citrus fruit. That sounds delightful. You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? We often say chop him into 1,000 pieces. We don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? She's getting mad at me. Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that. Leave it at that. This is a murder case, people. Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know. Ms. Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax, and even a really short wick will burn longer. More testing is required. Alright, but first and foremost, check out this... hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, wrong button. Alright. Now, why don't you check out this updated autopsy report? It's not updated, but you should check out the autopsy report. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. Is it moss? I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. Emma's the best. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness? We got the crime scene set, right? How does she have this many lunches? What is going on? This is so many sprites, I just realized. Holy cow. Obviously, there's like swapping out for like the lunchbox sprite itself, but like that is like a lot of sprites. Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that some mistakes are possible. So you're saying you mistook someone for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. Well, I thought you meant to stab them at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Also, she said the human machine. Her red muffler? Huh? What red muffler? Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right. Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? Oh wait, isn't it odd you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. A judge with a bib. That's why that place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Ms. Starr isn't sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Oh my god. Okay. Let's double check. I'm not seeing a red muffler. Oh, let's go. Miss Starr, demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Edgeworth, come on, man. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edward prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there, a scarf or... No, not that, but something red, really. Well, no, wait. The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well, I do remember something accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Most important part. The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. So true. Apprehending the suspect. Here we go. Oh, the good old Game 1 soundtrack. Love to see it. After the murder, the suspect appeared to be run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made her escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. How did you get over the fence? You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Shout out, Emma. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but their efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright. What in the goddamn is happening here? Okay, sure. Partition time? So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. A wall there about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Huh. Yes. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The lunch lane car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That'll make it about 30 from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you? I went over it, of course. Amazing! Pop-up queen, owns lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, the fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Fascinating. That's very not compelling. She mentioned the muffler. What'd she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered in the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately. My memory... It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. Yo, what? No, the court doesn't see Ms. Star. Yeah, I agree. What does she mean by this? The chief prosecutor first time sees the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right, near the car there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. And so she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? Okay. Things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Okay, the word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. Okay. You could restate your testimony for the court? Aha! Gonna ask the same thing. Only hit this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence? Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? Huh. Wait, what? I love the 3D, it's very fun. Okay. Chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. She made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard and a pate of foie gras. Huh? She kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The other... Ah! The parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent, more mysteries. Wish we could solve you before hunting more, though. So Miss Sky tried to run. I'm sorry my sister's so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it, you have to believe me. Do the little loop through real quick. Okay. I'm not sure quite what's wrong yet. Okay, back at this again. Alright, she goes to the phone. Pulls up the cell phone. In the meantime, Star runs up to arrest her. This looks backwards to me. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm insane. This image looks backwards though. Why would Sky go back to the crime scene? You saw her hanging up her phone? We could just present the phone. Not quite sure what he's going for, though. F. All right. Let's hit her with the map here. Don't want to lose too much more health, if possible. With the map here, too. What? Ms. Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Ms. Lana Sky. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you'd be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? You, who together with the chief prosecutor kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Ms. Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? Huh. I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Ah, that's what it means. Ahem, let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, that's true. You couldn't possibly have seen Ms. Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? Okay. Yeah. Order! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up blood, she's coughing up lies. Objection. That's quite a claim, Mr. Rice. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lies witnesses has told the court. Here's what the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw. Well, where she saw it, or the order of events. It was actually weird as hell. Because any of these could happen. Ms. Sky tried to use the phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Ms. Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. But say the witness actually did see Ms. Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Ms. Star witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now, that's a pointless lie to have our eye open. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever words of Mr. Wrights. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony you've heard up until now points in one direction. The place from where she witnessed the crime was here. Oh dear. Like here, probably? I don't know. If she was here, she could see the emergency phone. Well, that's true. That solves the mystery. That would allow her to see the emergency phone, yes, but if she was there, she would have been able to arrest her well before she dialed the cell phone. Oh. You doubt my speed? I can run 150 feet in 9 seconds, you know. Is that really that fast? Not as fast as your witty rejoinders. Okay, let's take another save. I'm a little lost here. A little lost here. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Security room? 6 feet tall? Sure, let's say that. Take that! This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room is on the underground parking lot is well positioned. Built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. She could have been standing like here. Now, it would have been weird for her to be standing here, but she could have been standing here and seen both. That's why I put it in A, because she could have been standing there. Remember your testimony, you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the best of better of Angel Star. Order! Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective, you should know better. She's not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Ooh. 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 The guilty. Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. Objection! It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Rice. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Oh god, okay. Ms. Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference. But what? What would change? Yo, what's up, Shrew? Ape Attorney. That would be a good game. I just had like a vision of like courtroom Donkey Kong. I'm in for that. I'm in. I don't think it could be lighting. Doesn't make much sense to me. Angle of view might make sense. But why would it make sense? If she was looking top down from the security guard station, what does that change? Well, she could see less, probably. And she couldn't have been sure it was... How'd she get the photo, then? And she couldn't have been sure it was Sky. Let's go angle of view. Hey, good to see. Hopefully you're doing well this week. Why the angle at which you saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean? Well, security's on the second floor, and she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. This is important. Why? Yeah. Alright, we'll hold the L real quick first. Perhaps I'd like to reconsider Mr. Wright. Oh, what? You work the same hours, but everything you do is change to something else? What? That sucks. I'm sorry. That's brutal. And you've been getting up early this week. Ugh, that sucks. Mr. Wright, let's really know. Okay. That's true. The job does have reliable game mechanics. Okay, so the distance will change? Ah. Just like out of nowhere? It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. Oh no. Objection! My condolences, Mr. Wright, but take a look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. 30 feet. I don't say that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take to her to reach the scene of the crime. Ms. Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness? You, yes? Go to the squid wheels, right? The quality of lunch has gone from low to inedible. Oh dear, I'm sorry. That sucks. That's very, man. It can be a good thing if it works out for you, so I'm glad. But, yikes. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Mmm, boysenberry for the boyfriend. So true. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked, I couldn't open it. Girls and Berry Jam? Yep. So that's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Yes. Impossible. 5 minutes between the witnessing the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You could make pasta in that time if you like it al dente. I do. So, perfect. I've got lunchbox to tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank, isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea, I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Ms. Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yarg? Well, then it seems going to be at the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Usually, but this is this judge, so he's chill, he's chill. Mr. Edwards is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. Almost too close. I'm afraid the Coffin Queen has been dethroned, and with that, court is adjourned. Hold it. Who was holding it? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? The one you tried to foist off on me. Before then, I'll take the defense team's up to it. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this one of her trick lunch boxes? My apologies, but we have no further question to ask of you, Ms. Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! The judge is so easy. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out her lunchbox this time? Oh god. Okay. Monka W. True. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Ms. Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless decisive evidence. Does it? What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth, and she's right! In game 1, I guess it's post 1-4, but prior to 1-4, this man was hiding evidence, deleting evidence, twisting evidence, editing evidence, copy-pasting evidence, clone stamping evidence, using the quick select tool and making subtle edits to the masking on the evidence, using the remove background feature, magic wands, magnetic lasso to the evidence, of course. That's why I took this liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. And I guess, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the true rules of evidence law. Yeah, take the evidence to the shop, exactly. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth, sir, is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the department as of today. Check out this updated evidence report. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Also, why is this the first time this has come up? We just, like, throw evidence out in the court all the time. Like, is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth's looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears this evidence does satisfy the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure the guilty are properly judged. God, probably, maybe. Alright, cross-examination time. Here I was thinking we were on our way through. Alright. Does this game refresh your health every day of the trial? I'm hoping so. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could just say, I wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blink means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence, using the clone stamp on evidence, using... I don't know, I'm trying to think of other tools. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, because, like, Phoenix just like produces evidence all the time, like just constantly. He's like, oh, anybody seen the staff of Elise Donin? Like, you know, hello. Hold on one sec. Local dog moment. I think we're good. Okay. Photoshop joke? More Photoshop joke. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This when the suspect is admitting she did it. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. So let's just get this over with. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. Okay, hold on. Not a chance in hell! Oh, hold on, let's go. Shoe rotation moments. Show me the hidden compartment. Okay, no, never mind. Ah, there's blood here too. The soul of the shoe, it's gotta be the victim's. Just stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Really? This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. On his right hand was bandaged by saw her in jail. Must have cut herself at the scene of the crime. Poor sis. Okay. How? Ms. Starr, your testimony is past its expiration date. Yeah, etc. Okay. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you in a lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you've removed valuable evidence to the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. What other crimes can we add to your ever-growing list of crimes? Okay, one was the victim's, so you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something in court as evidence, you need it approved. And to do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. Shoe? Don't I mean stew? She got away with a little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found in the shoe. You can't say for sure the blood belongs to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, Rookie? Huh? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. Wait, which one? That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. I had a little more time and I got DNA test results. But they said there's very little data can be anyone but dishonest guys. Okay. Okay. I can't let's go through without a fight. Oh, right. I forgot. Oh, I thought you were just being the judge. And I was like, the judge would say that. Yeah. No, also true, though. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? That sounds kind of good. This is like $50 of sashimi. Sound like it hot, Mr. Wright. Sound like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Yo, what's up, Hydrant? Welcome back. Ooh, excellent. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? There is a problem. How did he get blood underneath his shoe? I'm not imagining things. I'd say there's one critical problem with evidence, a clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, Rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence. Oh my god, what? Wrong with this. I wonder if you noticed there's blood on the bottom of the shoe. That must be rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. A main character's objection voice clip is them just screaming, "It is a contradiction." Exactly. Indeed, there's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? I thought I had it. I was just on like, I don't know, man, like, it's weird. Welcome back, Hydra. So blood would spray out, but how would it get on the bottom of his shoe? We got one, there was one knife wound. Oh, this may just be a whole red herring right now. There's no blood in this photo on the ground. Sure. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of this victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture shows only paw to the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order! Order! Well, witness. What? Huh? Drink on, Mr. Wright, but it's true the lack of footprints a contradiction. But we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. That's the reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright. Think. Use your brain cell. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. I mean, she might have, like, smeared blood on the shoe. We were hoodwinked till the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in the testimony. Well, what are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Roar. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, huh? I'm not sure. Like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though, apparently, you're not the slowest conveyor belt from the lunchbox factory. What does this mean? I mean, like, also, like, give credit to localizers, like, this is an entire character based on Bento. That's gotta be that's a tough one, right? Well, that's like a tough one to... You can't, like, jelly donuts your way out of a character based around Bento. So, you know, props for them making this work. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason. Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that become evidence against her. What? That ties it up quite nicely. The bloodstain left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when Mr. blood got on the shoe? Well, I simply need to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister's confessed to the crime when she tried to conceal it. What? Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star's on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying out the water. This court to find the defendant, Ms. Lana Skye. Objection! Hold it. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you just say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well. I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Oh god. Wait. Witness, don't tell me something else. The time for the narrations is past. Any further comments may be held in the contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough up, Queen. Look at this. The photograph? I had it just in a lunchbox named Desire, just in case anyone had the gall to suggest the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Raising the last trace of doubt from this court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew we could win this case in the beginning. And this is what your sister wanted anyway. Yeah, if the judge sees no room for doubt, give us a Mia shout out. I'm sorry, Mia. Yep, there it is. Whenever the screen goes dark, it's always time to think about Mia. Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, guys, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Can it wait, the judge says. No, Your Honor, it cannot wait. Yeah, I'll think later. There's a problem, right or wrong? I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose when we become this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Yo, what the hell is that? Yo, what is this? Wait, hold on. Hold on, what is this? That all tracks. This all tracks. Is it a right shoe? I think so. Yo, what is this? The tailpipe's tongue? That is so disturbing. Hold on, I think I have to go with that. Yeah, we gotta go. What in the goddamn is this? The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? Something poking out of the car's muffler. Oh! How did I not think about that? How did I not connect that earlier? I don't use the word muffler to refer to a scarf ever, so I was too busy like rewiring my brain to think of muffler equaling scarf that I forgot there could be wordplay. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe, a vent, perhaps. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? Exactly. So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No. Incorrect. Nope. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Okay. Easy clap. That's an easy one. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes, when I asked her, she mentioned the muffler. That would have me confused about my earlier testimony. Muffler? Your... Could it be the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh. Warg. Triple kill. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Sus. Sus? She said sus? How much brain rot has Among Us caused over the years? It's 2022. When did Among Us come out? 2018. The irreparable amount of brain rot that has been caused by the mere existence of Among Us over 4 years is incredible. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Out of the car at the crime scene, inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict waits till after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Oh, that was close. Stop posting about the Steel Samurai. I'm tired of seeing this. Exactly. But at least we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. You had 4 lunches already. You still hungry? To be continued. Continue. All right. Okay. If you are watching on Twitch, hold up a sec. If you're watching YouTube, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you coming by. If you're watching this on YouTube later, come on by the stream, twitch.tv/SL_TV, Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We have a Discord channel also down below on the channel, and you can find that on the stream as well. Come on by, hang out with us live, hang out with us in the Discord. Playlist above for more Ace Attorney. Like the video below if you want to help me out. The thing and other stuff. Subscribe if you want to find more from me. Until next time, enjoy yourselves, get some rest, and peace out.